you tired of feeling burnt out and stressed? In just 5 minutes a day, you can transform your life with these simple self-care secrets. It's easier than you think, and it's time to take control of your well-being. We've all been there, feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and like we're just trying to keep our heads above water. But what if you could find a way to break free from that cycle and start feeling more energized, focused, and calm? Self-care is not just about pampering yourself. It's about taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. It's about making intentional choices that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Now, you might be thinking, I don't have time for self-care, I'm too busy. But the truth is, you can't afford not to prioritize self-care. When you take care of yourself, you become more productive, more creative, and more resilient. So, where do you start? Well, let's begin with the basics. Self-care is not a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for someone else might not work for you. So, it's essential to experiment and find what works best for your unique needs and preferences. One simple way to start is by incorporating mindfulness into your daily routine. Mindfulness is just a fancy way of saying being present in the moment, paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. You can practice mindfulness by taking a few deep breaths, noticing the sensation of your feet on the ground or the sounds around you. Another powerful self-care practice is meditation now. I know what you're thinking. Meditation is for monks and yogis. But trust me, it's for anyone who wants to reduce stress and increase calm. Meditation is simply the practice of focusing your attention. You can focus on your breath, a mantra, or a visualization. The goal is to quiet your mind and connect with your inner self. You can start with just a few minutes a day, and gradually increase as you become more comfortable with the practice. Exercise is also a crucial part of self-care. It's not just about physical health, but also about mental well-being. Exercise releases endorphins, which are like natural happy pills. They boost your mood and reduce stress. You don't have to become a gym rat or a marathon runner. Just find an activity that you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, or swimming, and make it a regular part of your routine. Now, let's talk about boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is essential for self-care. It's about learning to say no without feeling guilty, and saying yes without overcommitting. When you set boundaries, you're not being selfish, you're being intentional, you're prioritizing your own needs and taking care of yourself. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup, so it's essential to fill yourself up first, before trying to fill others. Sleep is also a critical component of self-care. It's not just about getting enough rest, but also about creating a bedtime routine that signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. You can try reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle stretches. The goal is to create a relaxing atmosphere that helps you unwind and prepare for a good night's sleep. Self-care is not just about solo activities. It's also about nurturing your relationships, spending time with loved ones, and building connections with others. Social support is vital for our emotional well-being. It's about having people who care about us and who we can rely on. So, make time for social activities, whether it's meeting a friend for coffee or joining a community group. It's essential to prioritize relationships that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Now, I want to talk about self-compassion. It's about treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and patience. Self-compassion is not just about being nice to yourself. It's about being real. It's about acknowledging your flaws and accepting your imperfections. When you practice self-compassion, you're not beating yourself up over mistakes. You're not criticizing yourself for not being perfect. You're simply being gentle and understanding. Self-care is a journey. It's not a destination. It's about making progress, not perfection. It's about being intentional and making choices that align with your values and priorities. Remember, self-care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's essential for living a happy, healthy, and fulfilling life. So what can you do today to start prioritizing self-care? Take a few minutes to reflect on your current habits and identify areas where you can improve. Start small. Start with 1 or 2 self-care practices and gradually build up to more. Remember, self-care is not about adding more to your plate. It's about being intentional and making space for what's truly important. As you continue on your self-care journey, remember to be patient and kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself if you miss a day or two. Simply get back on track and keep moving forward. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. In our next video, we'll be exploring more advanced self-care techniques, including journaling and creative expression. We'll dive deeper into the world of mindfulness and meditation and explore how you can use these practices to reduce stress and increase calm. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on this valuable content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.